Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here with the next part of my RU Road to Top 10. Now today we're going to be using a team by Ifu, or Yaifu, with Chestnut with Taunt. I just changed the spread a little bit to make it a little bit faster. We have Mega Steelix, which has gone down to the RU tier. Spadef Dragagi. Competitive, Milotic with Refresh because the team does not have Hazard Control, or a Cleric as well. So Refresh is really good for Milotic, and Competitive is pretty cool. We have PokeaimMD, Hustle, Durant with Home Claws, and then Choice Band, Zygarde Dog. So, yeah, it should be for a fun live. I tested the team quite a bit. I'm going to pause it though until we find a battle. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got a game versus some sort of sand balance here. No hazard control as well for my opponent. So, I like Chestnut a lot as a lead because it stops the majority of his team. Unfortunately, my opponent decides to lead off with Shaman, so we're going to go directly into Dragagi. This avoids Air Slash. A Psychic is something that Shaman can do, but it wouldn't do much to Dragagi anyway. I'm assuming it's Sub-Seed now, which is annoying, but not the worst for me, especially because it's not going to actually be able to wear me down completely. It might actually be able to. Hold up. Yeah, this is fine. He switches out immediately into Gigalith, which is actually pretty smart considering he can get up his rocks right away. I like that play a lot. I think I'm going to do the same though by going Steelix. I want rocks up, he wants rocks up. That was actually a very good play because whenever Chestnut would have came in, he definitely would not have gotten rocks up versus me. And I love how his sand actually helps out my Steelix quite a bit right here. So Shaman comes out. I don't really need Steelix for anything in this game. It doesn't really beat anything. I'll just throw off a heavy slam, especially because it's boosted by the sandstorm, so might as well do as much damage to his only ground immunity, or ground resist rather, because look at 1,000 Arrows now and look at his team. 1,000 Arrows is doing a ton of damage, so we'll just heavy slam again, as he is going to knock me out. But there's a few things I could do here. I really like Dragagi right now because I can proceed to actually get up a T-Spike. Now, while this does allow Gigalith to come in, or Umbreon, which is fine as well, that much I don't mind. I'll definitely be able to get up some sort of T-Spike on here. And I'm actually going to Dragon Tail him around a little bit, because if he wants to pass your Wish, ideally something like Shaman doesn't come out. And I do not mind getting the Poison on Scrafty immediately. I do see Intimidate, which leads me to believe that's probably a bulk upset, but then again, at the same time, I don't see leftovers, so Knockoff is going to come out. We'll just phase him around again. Maybe we'll get something like Gigalith in right now, which would be pretty cool. We do get Coolfish. A little bit unfortunate, but that means I can drop a Draco on this Mon. If he wants to get up a T-Spike, I don't care. Like, I'll drop a Draco on this Mon. Ideally, knock it out. Like, his T-Spike doesn't matter because I do have a Steel type. I'm able to get rid of the Quillfish right there, and I can always switch in my Dragagi on the Hazard. So, those Mons being weakened is great. Scrafty comes out. Not really a big deal. I'm just going to go directly for the Dragon Tail, which I unfortunately miss. So that's kind of bad. Like, I knew I would have taken a hit, which is why I went for Dragon Tail there. That's a little bit annoying because now I have to go Durant just to take the hit, as he does go for knockoff, which I don't mind. And main reason I did this is because now I can absorb, obviously, that T-Spike. So we'll double down to Dragagi just to absorb this T-Spike before going down to make sure that Chestnut doesn't have to deal with it. I don't mind if the Scrafty actually ends up setting up. He ends up going for all-out pummeling, so great. Now I get to go for the 1,000 Arrows with my dog and just start picking up some kills. Umbreon is 2-hit KO'd by it. The Blade is 2-hit KO'd, Gigalith and whatnot. So, and he has no switch-ins. Like, if he wants to switch, that's fine, just to preserve Intimidate. But Scrafty going down, great. And again, Chestnut's looking really good with just Taunt. Just in general, Chestnut's looking amazing versus my opponent. Obviously, there's no T-Spike to hurt him, but Shaman goes down to Bandit 1,000 Arrows. The Blade comes out. We'll go directly on to Chestnut here. We take Shadow Sneaks, Gyro Balls, whatever he wants to go for. Just opts to go for Iron Head right there. And what I can do is taunt him. This prevents potential SD. This prevents Toxic, anything like that. Might as well spike up to make sure that Shaman isn't coming in ever as well. And just start going for these 1,000 Arrows type sweep. And we'll synthesis up. I can see Shaman coming in now, mainly because it obviously wouldn't go down prior to that. But again, Chestnut puts in a ton of work. And I'm not sure if he's Air Slash. At the same time, Durant plus Dog deals with everything, so I'll just Warhammer here. He has Air Slash, but again, the Dog deals with everything, and so does Durant on its own. How much is Deblade at? Yeah, Deblade's in range, but we can go directly into Zygarde here. I didn't really want to switch out to my Milotic because then he would have been able to, deal with me, in a sense that he would have been able to potentially Leech Seed and just Seed Flare me because I doubt Scald actually would have knocked him out. But Umbreon's 2 KO'd by this, and with Stealth Rock and Spike, it's not really taking. Umbreon actually might go down after Stealth Rock and Spike. If I got up a second layer, obviously it'd be better. But ends up going out the Blade, which should definitely die at 43%. So not entirely sure where that came out. And that means I'm free to use my all-out pummeling versus the Umbreon. Then again, maybe he just went for Shadow Sneak there just to put me in range of the foul play. But again, at this point, I feel like Deblade just wins, and he doesn't even bother going for a Wish Protect there. So I can easily go out to Durant. I don't know why I called it Deblade. Durant, and click All Out Pummeling. If he protects, it'll go through. This obviously doesn't care about the accuracy that Hustle brings, and basically going for my most accurate move versus the Umbreon. And then Gigalith is going to come out, and no matter what Gigalith said it is, my Milotic will beat it because I am Refresh. So even with the Sandstorm boost and whatnot, that's assuming he can even knock out Durant at this range, and that's assuming, of course, if Iron Head misses. But yeah, Stone Edge misses, doesn't matter because I had my Milotic in the back, and it would have won anyway, and we can just finish him off with another Iron Head. Assuming we connect as we do, that's going to be a good game. So nice. Durant putting in a little bit of work there. Chestnut definitely putting in work. I'm actually excited to be using Steelix, Mega Steelix. I like that it's in this tier now. I think that's pretty cool. But we'll just pause it, guys, until we find another battle, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we have another game versus Proxy User. Pretty cool team. Steelix is really nice in this. Same thing with Dragalge. Dragalge actually doesn't have the best switchings. I like Steelix as a lead. No, I actually like Chestnut as a lead, I feel. Because if he leads Ambipom, well, I mean, Steelix is just a great lead. Never mind. Doesn't matter about the Ambipom. I can get up rocks immediately. That's why I do not like this as a lead. But we'll go directly into Chestnut. I can take close combat and whatnot for days. Or Dynamic Punch. Ooh, been a minute since I actually saw this set. That's actually a little bit better for my Durant, which puts in a lot of work versus him, especially with a Spike up. Let's see if I'm actually able to get up that Spike, as he does go directly into Necrozma. So, able to get up a Spike, which is pretty cool. This should be a Stealth Rocker. I'm not 100% sure, but Steelix should take every hit, and we can get up rocks here, as he opts to do the same. So, this is pretty good for me. Decides to stay in to hit me with Psychic. I mean, I get that because I guess this is my Comfy answer and my Ambipom answer, but now we can just throw off a Toxic and then just stall him out with my Milotic, as we do actually manage to land on the Necrozma. So I'm happy about that. Milotic is just definitely the best play, I feel. Milotic is just a good play versus this. That does so much damage, and my opponent just keeps getting that Spadef drop versus me as well. However, that's actually better for my special attack, and seeing this is his only special attacker, I can recover off the damage. If he wants to Toxic me, I can, Yo, this boy is boosting me. Hold up, I might just attack this turn, because I'm about to have a lot. I have a lot of special attack. I feel like I need this Pokemon, but I might as well. 709 special attack. Let me get rid of this threat. Yeah, I don't actually end up getting rid of him, and unfortunately, the Necrozma is going to be able to do a ton to me. Now, the Cloyster could be his hazard control. Cloyster could definitely be his hazard control, and I actually just played that very poorly, thinking about it, considering the Cloyster could be the hazard control. But that's why I'm going to Rant right now, because if Cloyster ends up coming out, or if Machamp ends up coming out, I should be able to knock this thing out with the all-out pummeling, and I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to bother predicting anything. Iron Head would definitely hit, but I didn't feel like calcing, and I'd much rather get rid of this giant threat that is Durant, or excuse me, that is Machamp, from my opponent. And the good thing is my dog is looking very good versus him. So we can go Chestnut here on the incoming attack. Ambipom is checked by Extreme Speed. To an extent, he goes for his own all-out pummeling, I'm assuming. Z Hone Claws. Ah, that's cool. That should knock me out too, right? Yeah, that should definitely knock me out. Hold up. This might be close. This might have to come down to a Durant speed tie, which it shouldn't have, which is my fault that it did. Why isn't my Zygarde? Oh, it's Zygarde 10%. Why am I being jammed, Addy? There it is. I didn't even think you would set up in front of a Durant. Never mind, this does way too much. 64 to 76%, that's great. So this is a guaranteed KO on this Mon, which I can definitely appreciate. Go ahead and pick up this KO. Now, the thing is, if Cloyster comes out, I actually have to go for the 1,000 arrows versus him, because if he sets up, I'm in a bad position. So I have the 1,000 arrows right now. Yep, to put him in range of extreme speed, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And at this point, I feel like Durant is the most expendable member. Then again, it's... Yeah, because Steelix eats the hit from Empalm. Yeah, Durant's definitely the most expendable member. Durant might not even go down, depending if he Ice Shards here. Yeah, because Rock Blast can miss. I mean, so can Durant. That's what I'm saying. Rock Blast can miss. But basically, Extreme Speed had higher priority than Ice Shard, so I would have been able to deal with him anyway. Ambipom is going to be forced to come out right now. Is it over? Oh, I guess it's over. Good game. I think my opponent definitely had a shot still. I obviously got lucky dodging that Rock Blast, but my opponent still had a shot, depending on the Ambipom's item. If it was Life Orb Ambipom, then no, because what would happen is he would go Ambipom, right? He would have to fake me out and then knock me off, right? 2 Life Orb hits. Then Dog could knock him out, or I could even go out into... Or Steelix goes Heavy Slam. It lives a hit. Goes for Heavy Slam, knocks it out. And then if Comfy does manage to knock out Steelix at whatever HP it's at, I have Sludge Wave on Dragalge to deal with it. So we'll pause until we find another battle, guys. We'll be right back. Almost immediately, I actually found a battle, which is pretty cool. Definitely like Chestnut a lot in this game. I also love Steelix. I'm actually going to lead off with it because it matches up well versus everything outside of Salazzle and Blastoise. I'll be able to find out if this is Defog. I'm pretty sure it's not Defog. Like, actually, I think it is based on his team. But he leads off with Salazzle immediately. I can go directly into Dragalge, take the hit, and actually get up a T-Spike. The Flamethrower coming out, Fire Blast, whatever. I live that. My dog also puts in a lot of work, which is pretty cool. Got a nice little T-Spike. Is there even a point? Let me just drop a Draco. I don't want to need anything coming in for free. And if he actually opts to like set up here for whatever reason, I'd rather Draco something. I'm pretty sure Gigalith is coming out to get up rocks. But in like the worst case scenario for me, my opponent opts to stay in, or in the scenario that my opponent opts to stay in, I'd rather obviously Draco him and knock him out. So Gigalith is going to get up these rocks. Yep. I like the Rant a lot right now because it forces in Pokemon like Gligar, which I can Iron Head on. I also don't want anything getting toxic. Like, I don't want to get a Chestnut and get up a Spike and allow in Salazzle. So we're just going to go for the Hone Claws right now. I'm expecting my opponent to want to go out to Gligar. They could also make the Blastoise play too, which is fair. At this point, I'm pretty sure +1 all-out pummeling actually deals with this, if not knocks it out. +1. Blastoise, already defensive. Super Power does that much, which means that all-out pummeling definitely kills. So after Iron Head, which is my best play, because it can flinch, as well as does the damage I need. Of course, this also assumes I don't get burned here. After that, I knock him out with the all-out pummeling. And if you go Gligar, great play, but assuming you don't go Gligar, I get rid of Blastoise right now, which is the spinner, which would be very, very annoying for me. So I'm very happy that I am able to get rid of Blastoise immediately. I gotta be careful not to lose the Honchkrow, so I gotta keep my Steelix healthy. But yeah, getting rid of Blastoise there is the spinner. I don't know what type of set you're running on Gligar. If it's actually an offensive set, that's a little bit scary for me. My Lodic is really nice too. Jolteon comes out, and it's probably gonna go for Shadow Ball. You should go for Shadow Ball because I have Steelix. I don't know if he'd Volt Switch right now, but I feel like Chestnut is the play. Like, I feel like you should go for Shadow Ball here. I'll go for Hidden Power Ice. That works too, but like... Whoa, did not mean to do that. I wanted to Synthesis up. Yeah, because we take the hit. I don't know what set of Jolteon this is, but... a Spike is actually looking pretty nice. Not allowing Salazzle to come in for free, not allowing Gigalith to come in for free. I could see my opponent going Salazzle right now. He's just going for HP Ice. Like, you should switch. Goes Honchkrow, which is smart as well. A Brave Bird. I gotta be careful, man. Jolteon's a threat. And Heat Wave is also annoying too, man. This Pokemon in general is really good versus me. Yeah. I'm not going directly into Steelix right there. Hell no. That was pretty much like along the lines of what I expected to happen this turn. But now we can go Steelix. This might be Supersonic Sky Strike. Yeah, Steelix eats. For days. Nice. He's just mega and get up rocks. Now, the only reason I'm getting up rocks is because if he does have Defog, he's going to be forced to go for it. But the main thing as well is, like, if this Gligar has Defog, it doesn't have immunity, meaning I can Toxic it. If that's the case, doesn't Milotic just win if you Defog right now? You give me a +2 boost and I kill everything. So I'm actually going to make the Milotic play right now because I get my competitive boost. Instead of Toxicing and letting that thing take damage, whereas I can take on Jolteon. Especially because you do not have a Scald Switch in anymore, my friend. Your Blastoise is gone, hazards are up. You go Jolteon, then Jolteon's now in range of extreme speed. Big threat gone. Go Honchkrow, Honchkrow's gone. Nice. So Jolteon is in range of Bandit extreme speed, which is what I wanted. Beautiful. Chestnut is actually still very useful at the percentage it's at. That's pretty funny. I'll make the Steelix play. It's literally only here for this Pokemon. So why not? Yeah. And we'll throw off a Toxic. This should... Okay. Well, able to get rid of the Jolteon right there. Great. Assuming that's Choice Locked, I'm going to keep clicking Toxic right now. Boy, I've tried to Volt Switch out of the battle, but didn't realize I'm a ground type. Okay. Let's go ahead and look for another one. I'll pause it, guys, until we be right back. Alright, guys, so we're back and we got Yappy again. This man's a threat, man. His team's so annoying. I'm gonna lead Dragagi. Like, this time, have fun. Like, Shaman's too much of a threat to not lead Dragagi, I feel. I like Chestnut a lot better before, but again, like, him leading off with that thing is so annoying. I do want Rocks up, though, early as well. Actually, you know what? I'll lead Steelix. I want my Rocks up. Yeah, he leads Gigalith this time. So this is great because, like, switching into this Mon, switching into Steelix, he doesn't actually have a good switch into Steelix is what I'm trying to say, which is why Earthquake is a great no drawback free play, because Heavy Slam plus Earthquake should be able to deal with this, and it also hits Quillfish coming in. Yep, and it's Sand Force boosted, so this will do a lot. It might actually even, it might actually even KO with that. I was about to say, I thought it actually would have could have KO'd rather, but we'll get rid of Quillfish right now, as he does opt to Pain Split up. But that means when I get up T-Spikes, they will be here to stay. Versus this guy, Scrafty's gonna come out. Him Dragon Dancing is very, very scary for me, so I'm actually gonna Toxic it right now. As we do manage to land, great. So I can see him all out pummeling right now, or just straight up high jump kicking. But we'll just Heavy Slam. Yeah, his high jump kick is gonna be able to deal with me. So smart man. T-Spike. I like Dragalge a lot right here because I do live one knockoff. And my Zygarde is faster, so I can afford to actually get up a T-Spike here. Like I said, my Zygarde is indeed faster. And while I am making Shaman more of a threat to me, by getting up the 2 layers, it can't actually sub versus me. And again, Zygarde being faster than Scrafty means I am able to deal with it. And we'll just Sludge Wave here, as he's going to be able to knock me out. So, like, one of Scrafty's main drawbacks is obviously the fact that it doesn't have that speed tier that it really desires. So Zygarde is faster, which is pretty cool. You just throw off 1,000 arrows, get rid of that Mon, get the double layer of T-Spike up, which is great for wearing down Shaman and whatnot, which is Air Slash, by the way. And if Chestnut wants to, or excuse me, if the Blade wants to come out, I have Chestnut. Keep talking about my counters for Mons, even though, yeah, but basically, double layer T-Spike, him going for knockoff there, or Drain Punch was a bit of a misplay. He definitely should have knocked off again, or at least try to Dragon Dance up again, but even that I wasn't worried about. So Shaman comes out. We'll just make the Durant play because Chestnut beats Umbreon plus Gigalith plus the Blade anyway. and this lives Seed Flare, as well as an Air Slash, but more importantly, I can just click Crunch here. I don't have to worry about the incoming Double. And if he stays in, I put him in range of 1,000 arrows or Crunch anyway, but I was pretty confident that Double would come out. There we go. Beautiful damage. I really could see him doubling out into Shaman right now, so I'm actually just going to click Crunch again. I don't care about this Pokemon in particular. Like, versus me, this isn't the biggest threat. And the fact that my Lodic always beats it at that range is cool too. Like, he has to Shadow Sneak here. Yep. The thing is, Shaman does get the sub up, which is a little bit annoying while bringing in this Mon. It's definitely annoying, but at the same time, you are toxic. And unless you get Spadef drops on me, I don't even think my opponent will sub up now because he is poison. I actually don't think my opponent will actually sub up. Wow. So I'll just recover right here. As he goes for Air Slash, predicting Chestnut. I don't have a reason to switch in Chestnut. Again, Shaman is indeed on a timer. And if he Seed Flares, I get to bring in Dog. Like, Seed Flare doesn't knock me out. The Leech Seed, again, doesn't matter either. Because this Shaman, I actually double... Okay, there was like 3 crits in every single turn right there that happened. But... I'll make the Durant play again because I figure right here you're either go for Seed Flare or you go Umbreon. Both of which Durant does obviously take. And again, 1,000 arrows. Chestnut literally beats his entire team right now. So my best play is always clicking all out pummeling here. If he switches out, Shaman has 1 switch in. I don't care if he goes the Blade. But to guarantee that Shaman goes down and that Chestnut beats his entire team is literally my best play. So you can Shadow Sneak me, my friend. Doesn't even knock me out. Nice. Durant does manage to connect as well. And we have that double layer versus Umbreon and versus Gigalith. So good game, dude. Great. Great, great, great. Double T-Spike putting in work. Scrafty, if it was just a little bit faster, it'd be a lot better versus me, I feel. It'd be a giant threat versus me, actually, because I know he's all out pummeling as well, just from the previous battle. But that game went pretty well. So we're going to pause it, guys, until we find another battle. Be right back. Alright, so we got another game, and this guy's team is actually... Ooh, my DS almost slid off the table with that. I put my headphones down when I'm looking for a game. Get up, do stuff. This guy's team is really, really, really threatening. I'm actually going to lead off with... Have fun, man. I want T-Spike up immediately versus him. I'm really scared about this, but I do have Steelix, thankfully. We're going to lead off with Zygarde. I feel like, you know, obviously being faster than the entire team, it just matches up well. I'm very worried about Snorlax, but Chestnut checks that. Spikes up are really nice. Toxic is good for my Lodic. Yeah, this is exactly why I let off with the Dog. So he should go directly into my Lodic here. Snorlax is always a play, I guess, as well. Could be Focus Sash, HP Ice. I just spoke it to life. Oh, God, no. You're not Focus Sash, HP Ice. He said, okay, I believe in you. Now I believe it's Focus Sash, HP Ice, guys. I feel it. I swear I call these things. It's regular Camera Up, though. Mega Camera Up isn't down here, if I'm not mistaken. If it was, I'd definitely be using it, but I'm pretty sure Mega Camera Up ain't an RE yet. Maybe it is. Alright, my Lodic. Smart man. Whoa. That roll is way too tempting. Nah. Nah. I do not fall into temptation. No. Okay, I wouldn't have lost anything by going for it, but that was way too tempting right there. But I really do like T-Spike versus his team. I wasn't about to risk a 55 roll and then get like a 49, guys. I know, I played Pokemon enough to know what that roll is. I'd rather get up a double layer T-Spike with my Dragalge and threaten something like Bruxish. Bruxish actually is a giant threat versus my team too. Thankfully, I do have Durant. Goodra comes out, which isn't the biggest issue, I guess, because my Lodic technically deals with it. I also live a Draco, like, for sure. I live this for sure. And that's specs confirmed. Alright, so I miss out on my second layer, but this does allow me Stealth Rock. I'm okay with this, only because I got up my layer, my T-Spike. My Lodic should definitely come out now, but I'm okay with this. Like, I didn't want to go my Lodic there. Wait, why'd he go? What? Alright, I don't know why you went Snorlax on me. I swear I beat you 1v1. And I'm not letting this thing take any damage. I'm going to get up all my spikes because my dog about to put in some work. That boy started cursing. You could curse all you want, man. Curse all you want, you know. Profanity is fine. Do what you gotta do. I don't do it per se. I don't do it myself. I say damn. I say other words occasionally that I don't always use in videos. You know, it depends. Depends on the scenario, the situation. You know, Jersey Shore. But stop watching me. So my opponent opts to go out to Slurpuff, which is extremely odd to me. Especially if he's a flamethrower set. But I feel like, yeah, if he's Play Rough, I eat that, and we can pop the and we basically pop his citrus right here. Yeah. So he won't be able to belly drum up. And now everything being poisoned, all these hazards being up, I really just like Steelix right now. Doesn't care at all about what he can do. Doesn't care about what he brings in. I only stayed in together that spike because I need Bruxish to be worn down for extreme speed. And I don't even know if it's going to be dazzling Bruxish, man. I don't like that. But, let me just Earthquake. Your Drain Punch ain't going to do crap anyway. I was thinking about Heavy Slamming, but I was like, Earthquake hits Camerupt harder. It obviously hits the Milotic harder. And apparently Toxic does 13%, so shout out to Showdown. If he does end up going out to Bruxish, I am clicking Earthquake 100%. If he goes Goodra, we are switching out into our Milotic. And the great thing is Durant puts in a lot of work. He does go Camera up. Milotic is always my play. Always. Always the play on this thing. It should be able to knock it out even with Solid Rock at that percentage. It is Mega Camera. Oh, it's allowed down here. Wow. Am I old? What's wrong with me? Did I just call myself old? No. I was like, am I misinformed? When has Mega Camera been down here? It's probably been down here for a while. I probably made a video about it too, and I forgot. Like, I know Mega Steelix just got down here. But, the only reason I decided to recover there, by the way, is because I need to be able to switch into Goodra later. So whereas I could have Scalded, and that probably risked him getting up rocks, I don't mind. I also beat this 1v1 because I am refreshed. I would actually like if my opponent was refreshed too. Yeah, refresh beats this 1v1. Refresh. So I don't know. You got 16 Toxics, bro. I'm good. I also just like all them spikes up versus him because Durant just puts in a lot of work. This is going to be a little bit of the annoying part of the game where I'm just going to be clicking Scald a lot. The great thing is if Goodra comes out, ideally he's faster than me. I take the Draco and recover it off. I know I take the Draco and recover it off, but ideally he's faster than me. And he can't switch into anything here. Yeah, that's what Pokemon that I figured he might try and switch in now. So like I said, ideally this Goodra is faster than me. Now he could have Thunderbolt or Draco. I don't want to risk him going for Draco and go Steelix. Oh, those Steelix is... Steelix is fine. He go for Thunderbolt here. So Steelix is fair. He Fire Blasts. Very solid play on my opponent's part. Very solid play. However, very good play. I did not see that play coming at all. However, my dog about to click 1,000 arrows now, and your team is looking kind of weak. Kind of weak to the dog. So Goodra's gone. The Mon that would have pretty much taken a Mon for me every single time it came out. I can win this game with Durant or Dog. If he goes Bruxish, I am definitely clicking 1,000 arrows. I'm pretty sure I knock it out. If he goes Snorlax, I'm probably going to click 1,000 arrows as well. Unless it's Figgy Berry, Curse, which we can actually find out. Oh no, we actually can't find out immediately. Wow. I click 1,000 arrows here. Durant always checks this in the end, and I end up knocking out Snorlax, so great. We might see a forfeit by my opponent soon, especially with that T-Spike up, but that Milotic is still just annoying. Thankfully, Chestnut can Woodhammer and Taunt it. It should be faster unless he's running a substantial amount of speed, and I doubt he is, considering the fact that my Milotic outsped his, so even if he was running it, he's not, okay? Physically impossible. I guess you could Ice Beam here, huh? I'll go Milotic right now. Like I said, this is a part of the game where it gets a little bit but like even if he goes Bruxish, I always haze you. The only set that's actually a threat, I don't even think I have to haze you. I think I click, I feel like I just click Scald again. Because SD in front of me is actually, yeah, that's Life Orb, yeah. Because if it's Life Orb and it has to attack, if he SD'd, obviously he get off a second hit. But if he's Life Orb and attacks me, he goes down to Poison, Scald, and all that. So yeah, Bruxish is gone. And the Good game. Nice, 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 nice. All right, so let's go and look for another one, and we'll pause it, guys, until we find one. We'll be right back. Guys, so we got another game, and very, very cool, bulky offensive balance type team that my opponent has going on here. I definitely think that rocks up with Steelix are just really good early on. I can see Bronzong being a lead, just because my opponent obviously gets up his own rocks immediately. But we'll just get up these rocks right now. Steelix does check Honchkrow. I might as well Mega as well. It does check Honchkrow. Psywave, I guess, could be an issue. Durant is amazing in this game, but I got to get rid of, like, so much of my opponent's team. We're going to go Milotic here, though. Takes every hit. I do have Refresh. Obviously, I don't care. As he ends up going out into Quagsire immediately. Nice. I don't have Toxic, but I can go Dragalge. I don't think my opponent would stand. I think they go Ampharos, which is why I like the Dragalge play. Yeah, Zagachi goes for Toxic, so that's fine too. I don't know if Delmise would actually come directly in on this Mom, but we'll definitely get up a T-Spike here. As he goes Bronzong. Great. So if Delmise wants to come in, that's fine. Bronzong isn't really an issue because of my Milotic set, but we'll get up both layers here. As he just Gyro Balls. And I'm actually going to click Sludge Wave, just because I can easily go out into my Milotic now, and I don't want to allow Delmise to come in for free. I don't care if he does that. Well, I guess I care a little bit. We'll Dragon Tail right now. That you keep wasting your Gyro Balls on me. Surprised he's not going for anything else, but ideally Quagsire comes in. Honchkrow. Obviously not the best for me, but I do have my answer to it, which is Steelix. Pursuit would be annoying, but I'm assuming Brave Bird, Superpower, anything like that will come out. That did nothing. Easiest heavy slam of my life. There's the Delmise. I wonder how much you're going to take from this. Oh, the slam. It was so heavy. And I'm faster too. Unfortunately, I didn't get a roll. I mean, I got a higher roll than what I would have gotten, but I'm pretty sure I can get up T-Spike and stuff versus this guy anyway. Shouldn't be the hardest, especially because Zygarde will probably come in now. Or Ampharos. Quagsire. Interesting. We're in Toxic. I take Scalds. Yeah, we're in Toxic Quagsire. That was a problem. Let's get up our rocks for Honchkrow, because what my way of beating Honchkrow, I'm pretty sure, is going to be with I think it's going to be with the fact that I have extreme speed in the back, and I have no reason not to click Woodhammer here. If he wants to try and Toxic me, predicting Spike, I get rid of Quagsire. If he goes Honchkrow, it's going to take a lot. If he goes Bronzong, I take every hit he wants to go for, and I can taunt him. He could have Psychic, obviously, but I kind of doubt he has it because he wasn't going for versus Dragalge. So Ampharos comes out. Again, I'm going for an extreme speed win, but this is a threat, especially because it's Mega. All these Megas down here, I feel like don't exist down here, but yeah, we shall get up a nice little spike for that dog as Dragon Pulse does 10 million damage. Jesus Christ, man. I feel like if I weaken you though with Woodhammer, yeah, I just get to click 1,000 arrows. Yep. So, assuming, because I did 20%, if this doesn't work out the way I want it to, I could lose right now. But because I did 20%, the dog should be able to... I put like the blade. I'm not playing this last game very well, I feel like. Ampharos, Mega. 66. 68. Why not? Really in my favor. This dog just puts in so much work. His own dog puts in a lot of work versus me too, though. But this should get up a 2-hit KO. Oh, this should get a 2-hit KO on something. Especially because I do have the spikes up and poison. So Ampharos should be 2-hit KO, or excuse me, Quagsire should be 2-hit KO. His own dog is obviously a threat. Honchkrow is a threat as well, but I do have extreme speed to deal with that. And again, 1,000 arrows is really nice in this case. So able to get rid of Quagsire, great for Durant. His own dog comes out right now. Go Milotic on the attack. Hard Outrage. Alright, well, I'm keeping my Lodic alive because it can beat the, I hope he gets a 3-turn. Oh, nice. I'm keeping my Lodic alive because it can beat the Bronzong with just its recovery and whatnot. And we'll go directly into Durant. And at this point, I don't really want to risk Iron Head. But I think I do. I think it's fine. I didn't realize how much that do, but yeah, we do connect. Great. So we get rid of the Zygarde. The reason I do want to go for all-out pummeling there is because I want to be able to hit the, well, what I'm hoping to be able to hit is the Bronzong with all-out pummeling, or even Ampharos. Because I'm pretty sure this would do 43%. So I want to be able to get rid of this with the all-out pummeling. Yep, that's Fizz Def Ampharos, but it does go down. Nice, nice, nice. I am making myself weaker to Honchkrow though. $53 to 63. Nice. 53 to 63. So it's in range. It's in range. And Bronzong is weak too. So if he goes Bronzong here, I obviously crunch it. If he goes Honchkrow here, he has to Sucker Punch my Durant. $56 to 66. Yeah, that's in range of Extreme Speed. It might come down to a 50-50 at the end. And I could have played this better that it didn't. Like, for example, could have saved Chestnut. I feel like I always go my Lodic here. As he goes for Z. Sky Strike, okay. We go Zygarde, and you should know I can Extreme Speed you. I'm gonna pull the double out. Is the double out to Bronzong even necessary though? No. We just Extreme Speed here, yeah. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Now we go Durant. I don't know why he didn't switch, but I don't even know if I win at this point. 50 to 60. Wait, what? Oh, wrong one. 90. Woo! That is game! Hold up, unless you're physically defensive Bronzong, which I'm praying you're not. 74 to 87. This is even a roll. Come on. Come on. Come on, dog. That's fine. That's fine. Spadef runs protect. 94. Come on, dog. I need you to do this, bro. Come on, buddy. Wolfpack. I've been on the Wolfpack in SBL for like 50 years. It's time. Welcome back. Not bad. That's top 10 in RU, buddy. Good game. That is top 10 in RU by 1 point. Let's go. Number 9 in RU. 1556 aim. We have reached top 10 in the RU tier. That means I have a couple more days to get NU. Thank you everybody for watching. We did it. Ooh, I didn't play that last game that well. Should have played a little bit more aggressively. I mean, I should have played differently with Dog, I feel like. I should have just been doubling it in and out. But thankfully, Bronzong runs Spadef in this tier. I can't believe I forgot about Mega Camera being an RU, and I feel like I did a live about it. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the RU road to top 10. One left. One left. I can hopefully finish it before Friday, and I don't fail the road to top 10, even though, you know, you guys probably didn't know I couldn't fail. But I'm happy. There's only one left. Thank you everybody for watching. Mega Steelix. Happy this thing is now in the tier. Really cool rocker and helps a lot. Physical wall. Durant and Zydog for MVPs, definitely. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.